Hi, everybody. Welcome to my video demonstrations. So in the previous video, let me go through one more time. We used Apache itself as a load balancing server, and we were able to route traffic between two EC2 instances that were residing in the private subnet. Okay, and but now I actually tried to achieve the same thing in AWS, but I realized with the public facing application load balancer, we cannot put our application in the private subnet. So it needs to be in the public subnet. That's why I'm going to demonstrate which is I learned from my mistakes, I guess. Okay, so to set this up, the first thing we need to do is have a security group. So it's very important. We need in our architecture, because we have a front end, which is a load balancer, and a backend application. So for the backend, we have our Django application servers. So we want two security groups. Security group is basically a firewall applied at the network interface level. Okay, so we need to create the first security group before load balancer that allows HTTP traffic from the internet, and the second is the backend application that has a firewall or security group that allows any traffic originating from the load balancer security group. Okay, so we also need to have one more security group just for me to access our backend servers. Okay, so what we do now is we will go ahead and create the security group. I'm in the security group tab. So what I'm going to do is create security group. So I'm going to create the security group for the front end load balancer first. So I will call it application load balancer security group. So description allows HTTP traffic from the world. Okay, and we need to select the VPC. This is our Django VPC. So I cleverly named it Django VPC because we are deploying Django app in this series. And add rule. So what can come in? HTTP traffic. And from where? From anywhere. And the outbound traffic is all traffic, all protocol, all runs to anywhere. That's fine. Now let's create the another security group for our backend application. Let's call it Django app pool security group, and so it basically allows all traffic from front end load balancer to the backend Django app server. Okay, so let's select the VPC again, the right VPC, and inbound rule. So let's select all traffic. So all protocol, all runs, and this will be custom. So SG security group, and I'm going to select, be careful what you select here, application load balancer. So what does it mean? Any traffic from the member of this security group can talk to our backend application, and outbound traffic is okay. Create security group. Awesome. So now we have 2 security groups. The second thing is now we can go ahead and launch our EC2 instance. Okay, so we plan to deploy 2 Django servers in this demo. So, and they will be in public subnet. Okay, launch instance. I will call it Django server 1 and give it a name. It's the Ubuntu. I'm using Ubuntu because I set up my the bash script that will automate the setting of Django in a that was designed or written for Ubuntu. So I'll be using Ubuntu here. Instance type T2 micro. This is for just demo. I'm happy with that. And keep here. I already have my keep here, so I will select that one. And here we need to be a little bit more careful about network settings because, okay, this is our VPC. Select the right VPC, and we need to select where do you want to put this? We want to put this in a public subnet 1, right? And because I need access to this, because, yeah, okay. I just remember one thing that I forgot to allow access to this EC2 instance. So what I do is I quickly go ahead here and create the security group and come back and continue from here. Just a moment, security group, and I need a security group here for me to access. Okay, I want to create this my admin access security group allows me to access EC2 instances. Select the Django VPC and add rule. I will add SSH and and from anywhere at the moment. What I do is, as soon as I'm done, I can delete the security group or remove from it, okay, for the security reason. All traffic, that's all good. Okay, all good. So what I do now is we go back. We don't need this tab open. So enable the security group. So we select and we need here 2 security group, one for specific for our Django Apple security group, and the second one is the my admin access security group. Let's confirm that we have these 2, Django app and my admin access. Yeah, this is very important to confirm what you are selecting. And yeah, we can go ahead and launch instance here. And view all instance. Also, let's go ahead and let's launch another instance while it's booting up. I will call it Django, you guessed it right, server 2, and Ubuntu description and T2 micro. Select keep here is Django application server, and again VPC, our resources are in Django VPC, and I'm going to place this EC2 instance in public subnet 2. Remember, we cannot put in a private subnet when you intend to use load balancer, application load balancer. And let's enable the IP address, select the security group. So the security group we need is one, the Django app, and the second is my admin, that will give me access. It's not selecting. Yeah, it's kind of okay. That's good. And let's launch instance. So now the few things. Okay, now what I do is I will open my terminal here, and okay, so I already have a key that I would like to show you. So I have a key here, Django application server, that I'm going to use it. Sorry. Let's check if that is already added in the list or not. Now, so I need to add. Yeah, and then we can confirm it's being added. So let's try to access the first Django application server, this one, and it has a public IP address. And let's try access from here. Okay, the question is, can we access this from my laptop? Yes, because we have given it a permission that from anywhere I can access this through SSH connection, right? Okay, interesting. Why is not connecting? Okay. I have a feeling I might not have the, okay, I will check if we have any internet connectivity issue. Route table, public route table, routes. Okay, we don't have the we don't have internet gateway attached to this. I will just attach add route, internet gateway, and this is it. Save change. Back. You know what, I need to remove this and save change. Yeah, I'm pretty sure now we are all set here. Yeah, yes. So okay, let's pull my code here so that we can start setting up Django application server. And I'm going to copy this. Okay, so git clone okay, let's I have the script in this folder, so I'm just going to move to this current directory, configure, and that's Django. Yeah, that's the script. and moving to the current directory. Yeah, so let me clear this. Now I can go ahead and run this script. And I forgot something. I need to view root, sudo su, and what I do is cancel this one, sudo su, and Django. It takes some time, patience. Yes, it's the script just finished running. So let me check if I can access our Django application locally. Call http localhost. It's running on a port 8000. I can say hello world. Yep. And I want to try it from outside if I can access this. So we know that we have the public IP address, and if I try from here, so you tell me, can we access this? Of course not, right? Because the traffic to our backend Django application server is restricted to come through load balancer. Right now it's not coming from load balancer, so it will be restricted. That's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. So that's awesome. Now what you can do is this has been done, so we can just exit from this and exit. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing on a Django server 2. So let's grab the IP address, the public IP address, and we can access. Yes. And we need to do the same thing again. Copy this and git clone. Yeah, so again move configuration Django server to the current directory, and once it is here, sudo su, and we can run this script right away. So I will be pausing the video and I will come back when it is done. Okay, script just finished running. Okay, let me try to access from locally. Call http localhost 8000. We can see hello world. That's beautiful. So only problem here that I just realized is both our Django applications say hello world. So we need to make a differentiation, right? So what I do is I will just change to this is server 1, this is server 2. Okay, so to do that I need to go to the Django project folder, which is this, and go to our project directory, and yeah, the thing I want is inside the app hello view. The file I want is this, and change, call it, this is server 2, this is server 2 buddy. Okay, save it, and we can restart our application. Systemctl restart, Django service. And what I can do is, let's try accessing, internally, if it is running or not. Localhost 8000. Yeah, this is server 2, that's running, beautiful. And can I access it from outside? You want to give it a go? I am pretty sure no, because we have a security group in place that doesn't allow outside access without going through the load balancer. Definitely it's not accessible. That's how we want. Okay, so let me exit from here and go one more time to the another server, and because it says hello world, so we want to change that. Localhost, yeah, this is the one that says hello world. Let's change it to this is server 133, so it should be server 2. So this is server 2. Let's go to the project directory. This is the root project directory. Go to the project directory here, and then nano app view. Okay, something happened. I need to be sudo su. Okay, nano hello. Okay, let's change this to, this is server 2, right? Okay, just give me a sec. This is server 2. Yeah, this is right. And let me save this and restart. System ctl restart Django.service. I can exit and I can try one more time. Okay. Call, just to see if it is working or not. Localhost. Yeah, it's working. Now we can exit out from here. And I don't think we need that. Exit. Okay. So now we have 2 EC2 instances running our Django application server. So what we can do here is we want to route the traffic between these 2 servers. Okay, so we are going to use load balancer, and so the prerequisite is we need to create a target group. So let's create a target group and include our application servers within that target group. Okay, so first thing first, creating a target group. Create target group, and I can use instance or IP address. In this case, I'm going to use instances, and I'll give it a name, Django target, Django app pool target group. This is our listener. We can use HTTPS or any protocol, but we are going to use this one, and select the VPC, Django VPC, and we haven't implemented any health check at the moment. Select next. So this is where we need to select our Django server backbone server 1 and 2, and this is the port, not port 80. Remember, our application server listening on a port 8000. This is important. Include a pending below. Once it's done, just create target group, and we have an associate load balancer to it. So let's create the load balancer and create load balancer here. So for our HTTP traffic, for load balancing, we can use the first one, application load balancer. Give it a name, LV Django apps. Okay, and this is internet facing, and IPv4, and select the VPC. This is our VPC, and we need to map to at least 2 availability zone. So I'm gonna select this one, and we know our instances are in the public subnet 1 here, and here in public subnet 2, that's right. And the security group, we have a security group for our application load balancer. I'm removing the default one, and this is our listener and routing. So this will be forwarding the traffic to our Django app pool. That's it, and we can create load balancer. It takes some time for it to provision, so I will pause the video and come back when it's ready. Okay, so our load balancer is in active state now, and let's look at the target groups. We have 2 members in target group, and they are healthy. So let's try accessing. So this is the DNS name, HTTP v. Okay, this is good. The server 2 is responding now, and if I just refresh this, okay, I did mistake. You see, this is server 2, and another one is server 2 dot. So I put the same name. I'm sorry, but we can see that it's switching the traffic between 2 applications in the backend, right? That's very nice. So what you want to do is, right now we have this DNS name. So it was created by application load balancer, which is not friendly, right? So our user don't want to type this, so it definitely doesn't make any sense. So what we need to do is we need to translate this to something nicer. So that's what I'm going to show you. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to grab this DNS name, and I will open I have a membership on the Namecheap. So I will just in my Namecheap admin panel, so manage. Yep, and go in the, you may have a different providers, so but the logic is the same thing. So what you need to do is, okay, let me clean these things from here. So we need to put C name there. Okay, so C name record. Where is C name record. So then, like, let's say how we'd like to name it. Like, I have a domain. First, let me tell you, provinkc.com is my domain name. Okay, so when I type this, do I want to go to here? Yeah, that's okay. Then save it, and add another CNAME record. And when I type, let's say demo, that's a subdomain, and I want to go to here. Let's save it. Or maybe let's create one more CNAME record where we say Django, which means when the user type django.provinkc.com, that will take to point to the load balancer. Okay, it takes a while for it to be effective because it needs to propagate. But this is the idea. Let's say for example, then you would try accessing like this, provinkc.com. But right now it doesn't work because definitely it hasn't propagated, right? So that's it. Go back here. So this this is how the application load balancer can the route traffic between the backend EC2 instances. But one thing that we can try here is, so if you look here right now, it's using, if you look at the attribute, it uses load balancer. I think it's a target group attributes round robin. Yeah, that's what I was gonna show you. Load balancing algorithm is a round robin. So when a user makes a request, that each request is going to be going to switch between available EC2 instances. But we want to keep there is something called stickiness off. So what happens is when a user make a request and the connection is established to the first, let's say, backend Django server, and throughout the session we want to keep that connection, we want to stick that user to that application server. That's why we can turn on this stickiness here. So that's what I'm going to show you. Attribute edit, and right now the stickiness is turned up, so I can say turn on stickiness, and load balancer generated cookie or application based cookie. So we have options. Right now I'm gonna show you load balancer generated cookie. So load balancer itself will handle managing user sessions. So stickiness duration from 1 second to 1. This is unit of time. Okay, let's give it minutes, maybe seconds. So let's give seconds like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, and inherit settings from load balancer attributes. Yeah, save change. So what happens is, let's try and see what happens when I, okay, right now I'm with the server 2, right, with no dot. Hit enter, server 2, hit enter, server 2, with server 2, server 2, server 2, server 2, server 2, server 2. If I leave it like this, and after 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess I should be in the server 2. Yeah, and if I hit like this, I will be with server 2. As long as I'm hitting, I'm busy, I am with server 2.2 dot. But let's say I'm not, okay, I don't press anything. After 5 seconds, it will direct me to the server 2. Do you see that? Okay, that's how the sticky session can be enabled using the application load balancer. Thanks guys for watching this video. One tips that, well, that's my experience. If you really want to keep your application in the private subnet for security reason, what you can do is you can use, that's my understanding, okay, Apache in one of the EC2 instance, put that in a public subnet and configure that Apache to be a load balancer. So that's how you can put your application, the very sensitive and the secure applications in the backend in a private subnet. That's all for this video, and thanks for watching.